Good afternoon, happy Friday, and welcome to Crosshatch Puzzles. We are here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. Today's Friday grid is by Jacob McDermott, who has contributed about a dozen puzzles, it seems, to the New York Times, including a bunch of Fridays. Seems to have sort of carved out a niche for himself there. So we'll see what he has in store for us. It being a Friday, we're expecting a themeless puzzle with some tricky wordplay and fill. And I didn't mention, but it is Friday, November 28th, 2025, as it says there at the top of the screen. And so we'll get going and see what Jacob McDermott has in store for us on this Friday. Let's see what we go. Pension alternatives for short. So probably these have been in a grid a bunch of times recently. I think we're looking for individual retirement accounts, investment accounts for retirement. Hustle. This could mean another number of things. It could mean in verb form. It could mean the, to hurry up. It could mean in noun form either hurry, either like sort of speed, or it could mean, to con someone out of something or to play someone somehow. So I'm not sure which one. And in 4 letters, I don't see an obvious answer. Let's keep going. Odds are... what could you say instead of odds are? Probably, you could say, or odds are, not maybe, because you want something stronger than that. Drive around the office. What kind of drive? Are we looking for a hard drive? Are we looking for some kind of fundraising drive, or... and then here, actress Watts of Mulholland Drive. There's a drive there. Is Naomi Watts. Bahamians and Bahrainis. What? What do Bahamians and Bahrainis have in common? The Bahamas are in the Caribbean. Bahrain is in the sort of West Central Asia. What? I don't know at all. Speedboats speed. Do we want knots here? Usually naval velocities are measured in knots. Not velocities, speeds, I should say, are measured in knots. We'll have to check the downs to see if that's right. Knots is just, I think, just a short way of saying, or maybe just another way, alternative way of saying nautical miles. No, because nautical miles is a distance, not a... I don't know, man. Knots, I think it is. Anyway, a fake account could be a bot. Dead ends. Dead ends. The letter D is on either end of the word dead. Is that what they mean? James in the National R&B Hall of Fame. James... I would have wanted Brown there. James... Oh, Etta James, maybe? Maybe. We'll have to check the downs. Piano etudes essentially. What do you mean? What do you mean essentially? Piano etudes essentially. What? Okay, let's check some downs and see what we got. Words of affirmation. Oh, maybe this isn't a dot. What could this be? Words of affirmation. Well, let's keep going. Sam's wife in Lord of the Rings is Rosie, so I guess not a bot. Fake account. Fake account. I don't know what that is. I mean, words of affirmation could be something like I care or I believe or something like that. Setting of the 1888 painting Cafe Terrace at Night. Setting of the 1888 painting Cafe Terrace at Night. I would have wanted Paris for this, but I guess not. Genre for Toots and the Maytals. Is this, maybe it's Toots. Toots and the Maytals. Is this ska? I mean, with 3 letters in beginning, probably beginning with S. That would be my guess. Drive around the office. Is this work something? Workforce or something like that? I don't really get why that's a drive, but it might be. Words of affirmation. I wish. That doesn't sound right. Piano etudes. I don't know. Let's keep going on downs. Bishop, for whom a neighborhood in Paris is named. Ooh. I don't know. Junk food that ironically has an exercise in its name. Runs. I mean, that could mean a lot of things. Rap figures for short. Do we want MCs there? Often rap personalities have sort of an MC at the beginning of their name. I'm not sure if that's what's going on there, but let's see. Similarly. Oh. Similarly. So, I mean, one of these things is wrong. Not Naomi. It could be either Knots or Edda. I'm not sure. Similarly. Flash mob group, perhaps. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. Well, OOA doesn't look right. Decide where to stay. Book a room, maybe? Book a room. That could work. One wearing the Star of Life emblem for short. Is that an emergency medical technician? Quite so. 'Tis, you could say. Odds are. I'd bet. Maybe like that. Similarly could mean in kind if you repay someone in a similar way to the way that they, it could be, you could be paying in kind, something like that. James, what on earth? Rick James? I don't know who this is. French name meaning born again. So this has been in the grid before. This is Renee. So maybe it is Rick James. I don't know who that is. Flash mob group, perhaps a dance troupe or a dance something. Not above. Well, that's beneath if you're not above. I saw that. Hey, you could say to someone if they're trying to get away with something. A game division. Game division. A turn, maybe. Games to turn, especially turn-taking games, I guess, are often divided into turns, turns sort of forming a kind of a unit of measurement in those games. Golfer McIlroy, the first European male to achieve a career Grand Slam. This is Rory McIlroy. Don't know how I know that, but I do somehow. Coming soon, you could say. Coming soon. Looks like maybe a dance troupe here. What is this? And true. Trusty could be tried and true. That'll work. It's not constructive. Bad mouthing. I mean, you usually talk about constructive criticism versus, sort of just slander. It could be bad mouthing. The Jazz on sports stickers. No, that's Utah, so probably not that. How did they put it? Utah like that? I'm actually not sure how it's abbreviated. Eccentric. Dotty? You could call someone eccentric. Dotty. Jazz pianist with a memorable recording of T for Two. Art Tatum, I believe. Appetizer. Appetizer. Starter. Okay. Funny Fred. Fred Astaire? No. I mean, he was funny, but is not especially known for that. Plant eater? Plant eater? I don't. Prepared statement? I'm not loving that. Let's see. Locking horns could be at it if you're fighting. Locking horns is a metaphor from the animal world, but yeah, you could be at it. Bad attitude? Yeah, bad attitude is not constructive either. Okay, top tier. Top tier. Now that's hyphenated. If it wasn't hyphenated, I would have wanted Acme. But maybe it's A1 instead. Top, like the top tier of something could be the Acme or the Zenith or something of that. But top tier as an adjective, as a compound adjective with the hyphen there means, the best or something like that. So I think that's what we're after there. Stereotypical eye roller. What are we looking for? A stereotypical eye roller. Oh, a teen. A teen is someone who might roll their eyes with some frequency. A humble dwelling might be a hut. Restaurant sommelier's offering could be a house wine, maybe. And doesn't exactly ham it up means would be under acts, I would think. Served as. Am I missing part of the clue there? No. Served as. Oh, I think just was. Like if you serve as in a particular role, serve as that, I think. Maybe? Literary protagonist who generally gave herself very good advice, though she very seldom followed it. Alice from Alice in Wonderland, maybe? Guess alternative. I'm guessing this is the brand that we're looking for, but I don't know what would be a alternative to guess. Some hailstone souvenirs. Dents, maybe. Hailstones might put some dents in your car that would act as souvenirs of that hailstorm. Informal get-together could be a sesh. Oof, sounds terrible. Oh. Oof, sounds terrible. Prepared statement. Prepared. I'm ready. If you are prepared, you might make a statement to say I'm ready. Oof, sounds terrible. Could be yeesh. And guess alternative could be Lee. I think the Lee is a brand of jeans. Oh, Fred Armisen is a funny Fred. There we go. Plant eater could be a Venus flytrap. Not someone who eats plants, but a plant who eats. A plant that is an eater. Afro-Latino is a sort of a unofficial sort of broad classification of people who have both African and Latino backgrounds, a mixed heritage. Picks up. This could mean a couple of things, not sure which. Anchors might be seen on them. Anchors might be seen on what? TVs. So TV and so news anchors might be seen on TVs. A small band. What kind of band? A trio, maybe? Is that what we're looking for? Like samples. Well, mostly free, I would think. Actress Blanc Marseille of Disney Plus's Andor as Faye Marseille. Wonderful job as the character Vel. What the British call people who make crosswords. I don't know. I have no idea. I'll be very interested to find that out. Junk food. Oh yeah, that ironically has an exercise in its name. Something curls. I think cheese curls maybe. Curls being the sort of like arm weight resistance training things. Alternative to a fingerprint maybe. Well, some kind of code, but I'm not sure which kind. What about this? Mind your own beeswax. Mind your own beeswax. It's... I don't know. Picks up, I don't know. One named rock idol who was born Paul David Hewson. I think that's Bono of U2. Colorful capsule that splatters. A paintball. Veggies out. Relaxes or veggies out. Probably ends at an S. Picks up. Oh, picks up as in senses. If you pick up a noise or something. Anyway, maybe these are setters of crosswords. Maybe. Foundational skateboard trick is an ollie. I think. Softball question. A softball question. Do they want lob here? We'll find out. A softball question is just like an easy question that an interviewer might ask if they're sort of favorable to the interviewee. Sings out could be belts. Oops. This looks like it is going to be a lob there. Jose Blanc, Mexican food brand. I have no idea. Veggies out. Loafs maybe. So Jose Ole maybe. Stay out of it. You could say mind your own beeswax. Stay out of it. In alternative to a fingerprint, could be a passcode to get, as in to access something. Back in the race. Back in the race. What kind of race? Back in the race. Piano etudes. Bishop. Hustle. Oh, so this was to sort of con someone. So this is a scam, to hustle someone, just to scam someone. Or a hustle could be a scam. Runs. I don't know. Drive around the office. Work. Bench? But that doesn't work. Work. What? I'm not seeing it. Drive around the office. Maybe it's not work somehow? Setting of the 1888 painting, Cafe Terrace at Night. What could this be? I want this to be a place name, but I don't know if it is. A fake account. Okay, I'm just stuck on these last bunch of clues. Back in the race. Oh, to back someone in a political race is to endorse them. Work ethic is your drive. That's what drives you around the office. Runs is airs, as in a TV show. Bishop, I really should know this. Bahamians and Bahrainis. Islanders. Bahrain is an island. I did not catch that. Saint Denis, maybe. Bishop for whom a neighborhood in Paris is named. That would make sense. Saint Denis. Piano etudes can be lessons in the same. I will, words of affirmation. I will do this. And then, Arles is the place, not Paris, but Arles. Okay, and a fake account is not a fake account on a username, like a fake Twitter account, but a fake story, a fake account of a happening is a lie. Okay. There we go. Didn't quite get it in under 15 minutes, but you know what? Not bad for a Friday. This is, I'm really happy with that. Especially since I had some sort of inkling based on other solvers' commentary that this would be a difficult Friday puzzle. And it was, for sure, but I think I was able to get around it and sort of keep chipping away pretty quickly. So let's take a look at some of the fun clues here. Drive around the office is a good one. Again, we're looking at sort of what drives you, what is sort of your motivation around the office, and then for some people is their work ethic. Bahamians and Bahrainis, that's a really, I'm going to have to look at exactly where Bahrain is. I am pretty sure it's sort of in that area, sort of West Asia kind of area, but I'm not 100% sure where it is, and I don't think I remember that it was an island, so I'll have to look that up. Fake account got me for a long time until right at the very end there. But we want a different sense of the word account than we would normally think in this kind of phrase. Dead ends, again, I was lucky to get right away that we're looking for the ends, the beginning and end of, like, the outer ends of the word dead are both D's. I don't know who Rick James is, so I'll have to look that up as well. What else? Somehow managed to have enough crosses to remember Art Tatum right away. Plant Eater is fun. Just very slight misdirection here because you knew it wasn't going to be something like vegetarian. Though, I suppose if I'd been able to come down this way and I saw the V right away, Getaria, it doesn't quite fit, but I might have been misled into that. But I was coming at it from this direction, so was able to get an eater that is a plant pretty quickly. Interesting to know that the British word for crossword puzzle makers is setters, the setters of the crossword. That's really cool. Prepared statement, again, not a prefabricated speech, but a statement of someone who is prepared. What else here? Those are all fine. This is a good clue too for cheese curls. I mean, that's a great entry, actually, cheese curls. I don't know if I've seen that in the grid before, but the clue is great too, that it has an exercise in its name. Certainly at odds with each other, the goal-wise, the cheese curls and the curl exercises, but maybe you can cancel them out. Runs is tricky because it can mean many different things. There's a bunch of those clues in here. Back in the race is tricky as well. We want a different sense of the word back. What else? Anchors might be seen on them. We're gotta think of a different kind of anchor than usual. I kind of vaguely remember Alice in Wonderland saying this, or rather Lewis Carroll saying it about Alice in Wonderland. And what else? I think that kind of is it. So really good, though. I like this puzzle a lot. It got a lot of good longer entries in it. Cheese curls, tried and true, Venus flytrap, bad attitude, and then these 9-letter ones in the corners here are good too. Dance troupe, that's a good one. Book a room, paintball. Yeah, a lot of good stuff in here. So that's our puzzle for Friday, November 28th. Let me know if you liked it. Just give me one of those thumbs ups. And if you want to know when I'm posting next, do hit that subscribe button. You'll get those notifications right to you. Thanks for joining me today on Crosshatch Puzzles. We'll see you next time. Cheers.